Many believe that the loudest voice in the room is the one with the most power. We are taught to promote ourselves, to shout our achievements, and to fill every silence with words. But there is a different kind of strength, a quiet, immovable force that doesn't need to prove itself to anyone. This is the path of the silent king. It is the realization that your energy is your most valuable currency, and every time you react to something trivial, you're giving your wealth away for free. Think of a mountain. It does not move because the wind howls. It does not change its shape because the clouds gather around it. It simply is. Most people are like the weather, constantly changing, shifting, and reacting to the temperature of the room. If someone praises them, they are high. If someone criticizes them, they are crushed. They have no core because their identity is built on the shifting sands of other people's opinions. To find your center, you must first learn the art of the internal fortress. You must build a wall between your peace and the chaos of the world. The first step in building this fortress is understanding the law of conservation. Every word you speak is a seed. If you scatter your seeds in every direction, talking about your plans, your dreams, and your frustrations to anyone who will listen, you leave nothing left to grow in private. There is a deep psychological trap in announcing your goals. When you tell the world what you are going to do, your brain receives a hit of dopamine, as if you have already done it. You feel the satisfaction of the finish line before you have even started the race. This is why so many people talk about greatness but never achieve it. They have already spent their motivation on the telling. The silent king knows that the work must be done in the dark. The results will speak for themselves in the light. Consider the metaphor of the deep water. On the surface, the ocean is full of waves, white foam, and noise. It is easily disturbed by the wind. But if you go down 100 feet, the water is still. It is heavy, powerful, and silent. No storm on the surface can reach the depths. This is how you must structure your mind. You can engage with the world, you can work, you can socialize, but your core must remain in the deep water. When a crisis hits, or when someone tries to provoke you, you do not meet their fire with your own. You meet their fire with your water. You stay calm, not because you are weak, but because you are so strong that their tiny spark cannot affect your vast ocean. This brings us to the second pillar of the silent mind, the discipline of the morning. The modern world is designed to ambush you the moment you wake up. You reach for your phone, and within seconds, you are consuming the thoughts, the problems, and the lives of thousands of strangers. You have handed over the keys to your kingdom before you have even stepped out of bed. To master the 4 a.m. mind is to reclaim the first hour of your existence. It is not about the time on the clock. It is about the state of the soul. It is the commitment to being alone with your own thoughts before the world is allowed to speak to you. In that silence, you sharpen your tools. You remind yourself of your purpose. You build the armor that you will wear for the rest of the day. But why does the world want you distracted? Why is there a constant pressure to be loud, to be busy, and to be connected? Because a distracted mind is a weak mind. It is easy to lead a person who cannot sit still for 10 minutes. It is easy to control someone who is constantly seeking validation from a screen. The greatest act of rebellion in the modern age is to be focused. To be a person who can hold a single thought and follow it to its conclusion. To be a person who can work in silence without needing a pat on the back. This is where true mastery lives. It is the ability to endure the boredom of the grind until it becomes the beauty of the craft. As you move through this journey, you will notice that people start to treat you differently. They will be intimidated by your silence, or they will be drawn to your calm. Do not be distracted by either. Your path is internal. You are the architect of a temple that no one else will ever truly step inside. You are carving your character out of the raw stone of your experiences. Every time you choose not to complain, you are adding a block to that temple. Every time you choose to work instead of distract yourself, you are strengthening the foundation. The greatest secret of the quiet life is that you don't actually need much to be powerful. You don't need the loudest car, the biggest title, or the most followers. You only need a mind that is at peace with itself. When you find that peace, you become a predator of obstacles. You don't hunt for attention. You hunt for progress. You don't seek to be known. You seek to be worth knowing. Think of the ancient trees in the forest. They don't compete for space. They simply grow toward the light. They have seen empires rise and fall. They have stood through 1,000 winters. Their secret is not in their height, but in their roots. They are connected to something deeper than the wind. You must be the same. Let your roots go deep into the wisdom of the past and the discipline of the present. Let the world have its noise. Let the crowd have its fleeting fame. You have something better. You have the core. As we end this reflection, look at the day ahead of you. Where can you be more silent? Where can you be more still? Where are you leaking your power to people who don't deserve it? The roadmap is simple, but the execution is hard. It requires you to die to your old self every single morning. It requires you to be the sculptor who cuts away everything that is not the masterpiece. The path is open. The silence is waiting. Now, take the step. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. And above all, stay centered. The kingdom is yours if you are quiet enough to hear it.